Welcome to Disposable Arts. We will talk about music of the hip-hop variety, and we'll give you our opinions on some albums, drop a little news on you. My name is Jason, joined here with Tom and my man Alex. I can be found on YouTube under Jason vs. Bosco. Tom can be found under FXP or FXP420, and Alex at the Underground Vault. And this week we have 3 EPs to talk about, and first we'll start off with Alex. He's got some news to get out of the way.
All right, first off, I think you should probably do the intro every time because that was fucking perfect.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was definitely better than the first 2 weeks. And I guess we should probably say that we also don't have moods, but maybe we just will stop mentioning that from now on.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know who he's talking about either.
Okay, so the first thing here, we got De La Soul is preparing a mixtape and 2 albums for this year, which is exciting. They commented on that the other day. Vira the Virus is putting out, people are putting out a Vira the Virus compilation or remix EP called the Ars Nova Remixes. That's going to be dropped out on April 20th. We don't have any release date specifically for the De La Soul stuff. We got Blueprint, Respect the Architect. He's putting out a new album on April 22nd of 2014. The first single, the title track, was released for that as well. Definitely go check that out. That was a really dope single if you have not checked that out already. AOTP, the production lineup was announced, as well as the track list and everything that we got for In Death Reborn, which dropped a couple weeks back as of now. But just on Friday night's live show of Conspiracy Worldwide Radio, they announced the production lineup, which basically was Stu Banga's, which we already knew produced God Particles, C. Lance producing the majority of the record, which we already knew as well. We got Paul Nice, Vanderslice, Blast the Beats, Apathy doing a couple cuts off here, Panic from the Mole Men, and Grim Reaper's also doing production off the album. And then we also got news that Apathy and Self-Titled are releasing a new album called We'll Sing for Vengeance, kind of a follow-up to their No Place Like Chrome, and they're going to be finalizing that after the 3 AOTP shows that come out in May. So once the 3 AOTP shows are done, Self is just going to stay up north with App and kind of finish and do the final touches on that We'll Sing for Vengeance record. So that's exciting. That should hopefully be released by the end of this year. There's other news that came out within the last month since we did this, but that's kind of the most recent and most important news that I figured we should talk about.
Yeah, cool.
I'm excited for the new App and Self album, and I'm really excited for the new AOTP, and I guess everything that I just mentioned. But yeah, if you guys have anything to add to that as well,
yeah,
I'm excited about it at least.
I'm definitely excited for both of those projects. Yeah, that AOTP song, the first track they released with the video, definitely good shit.
Vinny Paz, holy shit.
Oh, yeah, man, Vinny just fucking killed it. Like, the first half of his verse, man, is just like, holy shit. Man, it's like, almost sounded a bit like Big Pun to me, but, man, it's crazy.
Now, I'm not sure if you watched that interview with it was Apathy and, it was Self-Titled and Reef the Lost Cause on Friday night's live show, and they were going over, and they were brought up on the fact of fucking Vinny's performance off that track, and Self said that it was, like, Vinny had phoned him and said, like, you gotta check this out, this is one of the best verses I've ever done.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I'd like to see that interview.
Yeah, it was just kind of cool to hear. But yeah, they all thought that Vinny fucking killed it, and Montana even mentioned it to Self. He's like, I don't fucking care. Vinny fucking killed that shit, and Self had the last verse, right? He said it to Self. I thought that was kind of comical, but he couldn't agree more. Like, it was definitely a banger. And even Self said though that he hopes that Vinny delivers more of that type of material because he didn't even really know that he had it in him, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I would agree. Yeah, it was great. It was great. He definitely beasted that verse. So. Yeah,
Vinny's always been one of my favorite rappers, but man, like, I mean, the last couple, like, solo releases he's had, some people criticize him for having the same sort of style. I mean, I still love the guy, but after hearing that verse, I'm just like, holy shit, like, this is like a new level of Vinny here.
I definitely like the last album. What was the last album called now?
God of the Serengeti?
Yeah, God of the Serengeti. I like that a lot more than the Season of the Assassin.
Yeah,
a lot more.
Sure.
Season of the Assassin, wasn't that just a mixtape that he put out on vinyl, or was that actually? I mean, put out on physical, or was that actually an album?
No, that was an album. That was like his debut solo album. I think you're thinking of the Blood of the Judas Priest or whatever.
No, he put out a mixtape that had a very similar name. It was like Assassin. Hold on a second. Let me. I can actually look if you wanna keep talking. I'll find. Let you know in 2 seconds what it was.
Yeah, sure. I guess other releases that we have coming up. We have the Burke the Jerk Irresponsible release that is supposed to be out. When is that actually supposed to be out? I don't have a release date here. I think it's supposed to be out in next month, but I don't know, mid-April, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not
Budavets
sure on that.
by Natural Born Spitters. That's released on March 28th, which I'm excited for. And well, actually, I did hear the album. I just heard it today, actually, for the first time, and it was really really fucking solid. But I'll be doing a review for that. That should hopefully be coming out roughly around the release date of the album, I'd say.
Yeah, so he had an EP that was called Prayer of the Assassin. That was just like a little mixed
Okay.
EP. That's why I got those two
Yeah.
confused. My bad. Okay, sorry about that.
I do
That's
actually
all
remember
right,
that now that
Tom.
you say
That's
that as
all right.
well.
We'll forgive you this time.
I have a couple
Yeah.
releases I want to talk. Were you done, Alex? Or do you have any more?
Oh no, go on.
Okay, I just had a couple releases I want to talk about real quick. The first one being from. Oh, sorry, my mic fucking ran away from me there. The first one being from Dope Folks Records. If you're not familiar with Dope Folks, they're a little. I don't want to say little, but they're a smaller indie label, mainly putting out reissues of 90s and late 80s stuff, 90s stuff, and they just came up on their 50th release, which happens to be Black Sheep, like unreleased 90s stuff from Black Sheep, so limited to 350 copies, I believe, and color copies are already sold out, so there's black copies still available if you want to jump on that. Sounds pretty dope if you're a fan of Black Sheep. And the other one is a release from a group called 12 Block, which is also another 90s group. Came out on Heavy Jewels. They're same kind of deal, like a limited repress or reissue label, mainly stuff from the 90s. This one was really dope. I've heard a little bit of it, and it's definitely 94, 95 material. Features a member from the group Hard to Obtain, if anyone is familiar with them. And also DJ Nasty is in it. He did a production for Terror Green as well as Hard to Obtain. So
On that same kind of note as well, we got the Organized Confusion re-releasing, or not re-releasing, but releasing for the first time the Stress instrumentals on the 20th anniversary of Stress as well. Not who was putting that out again, Tom?
Slice of Spice.
Yeah, Slice of Spice is putting that out, so that's exciting. I'm really excited for that, supposedly, and supposedly there is going to be a couple new instrumentals for that as well that didn't quite make the cut for the album.
Yep.
And also, actually, while we're talking about this as well, I forgot to mention in the news bit segment, but the Yu Mang is now signed to Illegitimate Records. And sorry, Ill Adrenaline Records,
Yep.
Illegitimate Records, fucking Ill Adrenaline Records, and he's supposedly going to be doing a new album with BBC Darney, and that has no release date or name or anything as of now. But it's just exciting that we're going to get another Yu Mang and BBC Darney album, because the last album, The Revisited, was supposed to be the last album that we got
Right.
from the two. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really dope. It's a great place for him, with Beneficence and fucking, damn, just everybody over there. Great label, definitely. Congrats to Yu Mang for sure.
And did you guys check out that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if you guys checked out that new Common track, the Ladder, that was off the Game of Thrones soundtrack.
Yeah, I listened to that whole thing, actually, that Game of Thrones
Mixtape soundtrack, yeah.
Yeah,
Mixtape.
it was kind of bizarre. I don't know, man. Like, the instrumentals were pretty cool on it, but I don't know. It just kind of struck me as strange.
And now, I didn't check out the entire project. I do kind of want to, because who did you have on there? You had Snow the Product, you had Big Boy, you had Common, you had a couple other people as well that were sort of noteworthy. But the Common track I heard, though, and holy shit, I loved it. It's one of my favorite tracks of the year so far.
The Common track was pretty good. Yeah, I just found it kind of, though, like the product as a whole, I don't know, it's like kind of strange. It's just, I don't know, it's just a bizarre concept to have it, like rappers rapping, like, over this
Game of Thrones shit?
Yeah, Game of Thrones, man. It's like, I don't know, it's just a weird combination to me, but I didn't really like it that much, but the Common track was good.
Is it just like I haven't heard it, so Is it just like a project that somebody put out, or does it actually have something to do with the show? Like, have they used that music in the show, or is it?
I don't know if they
No,
used it in the show,
it's
but it's HBO put out the mixtape.
Right, so that's why
yeah.
I'm wondering if someone has, because I did see that. I just looked it up while you guys were talking about it. I saw HBO put it out, so I'm just wondering if it actually has something to actually do with the show. But I don't watch it. I don't know shit about it. So, but yeah,
I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna check it out though.
Just check out the
Yeah.
fucking Common track. Like, he was so fucking just dirty and grimy on the entire thing. It was fucking amazing. I loved it.
Definitely will. Definitely will.
Cool. So that's it for the news, is it?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. There's other shit that we can talk about, but for the most part, that's everything that's kind of important.
All right. Sweet.
So might as well be it.
Tom, you want to kick it off there with your album of choice this week?
Yeah, sure. I picked this dude called Adagio. The album is called or it's an EP actually. It's called The Obvious Archives Part One, and this actually came out on the same label that the album I just talked about is coming out on 12 Block on Heavy Jewels, and this is basically what it was, just I guess a compilation of sorts, just tracks that haven't come out before from Adagio, and I don't know. I thought it was all right. It wasn't anything fantastic that I don't know. I think it'd be better if maybe it was more cohesive as a whole album. I didn't really get that feeling because obviously it's not an album or an EP. It's just random tracks. But I've always been a fan of Adagio. So the intro, I think just called Adagio intro, was pretty good. I thought I had no beef with that. I really enjoyed the beat and sounded great on it. So was the second track Music. Second track is called Music. A good beat on that too. I didn't really care for the dude's flow on that one so much. It was all right. It's kind of average on that one. Rap 101 I did enjoy. I liked his spitting on that one. I thought he fucking did real good on that. Let's see, what's the next one? After that, there's a track called Dropping Hits. I thought, if I remember correctly, I think it had like a kind of slow beat to it. Was this the one that had a slow beat? I don't remember now. Shit.
Dropping Hits reminded me a lot of
so
DJ
long.
Premier.
Maybe. It was so long since I heard this, I don't fucking remember. I think I enjoyed this track, though. I should have went back and re-listened to it. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, so this is the track where they were fucking yeah, you're right, Alex. That's kind of what I wrote. He was talking about how fucking just basically talking shit on other people's music. I like this track. I thought it was pretty good. Ease Off was pretty good too, and the last track, Tellin', I didn't really care for. The beat was kind of crap in my opinion, and it's the only one I really didn't care for out of all of them, other than Music, where I said I didn't really love it either, but definitely wasn't as bad as that last one.
Yeah,
that's about it. Like I can kind of take it or leave it on this one. Like I said, it's not like an actual project. It's just leftover beats, and this is just part one. Or leftover tracks, not beats, and there's gonna be more of these coming up too. This is just the first part of it, so hopefully the other ones will be a bit better. But I've always been a fan of Adagio, so I'm just looking forward to seeing what else they put out.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this dude before until you brought this up. But yeah, Tellin', man, that song was, I don't know, man. I didn't like that song at all. It's like, keep telling my niggas about these frontin' ass bitches. Say what? I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry to cut you off real quick, Jason. I just want to say that it's not actually one dude. Adagio is a group. I don't think I mentioned that.
Yeah.
It is two people, actually. It's Supreme that does the he does the rapping and fucking, or wait, did I mix that up? Does fucking Big Cousin do the rapping and does the beats? Yeah, so Big Cousin does the production, Supreme fucking raps for the most part. I was right about that. Yep. Alright, sorry about that. I just wanted to fucking, because I don't think I mentioned
Yeah,
that.
no problem. Yeah, I just mentioned that my one dude there, so yeah, that was my fault.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, though, I mean, it was all right. I didn't really find anything on it that I got real excited about. It's like when it first came on, I was like, there's 6 tracks here and there's an intro. So I was like, why the hell do you need an intro to a 6-song EP? But actually, the intro ended up turning out to be a pretty decent track. So I figured it was just going to be, an instrumental or something, but that was pretty decent. But Rappin' 101 and Droppin' Hits were pretty good as well. But yeah, I could have done without this. I don't think I'll be going back to it in the future.
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that, definitely.
I basically co-sign both. Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed or anything with this EP. I do think that Droppin' Hits is probably my favorite track off the record. Like I said, it does kind of remind me of a DJ Premier beat. Besides that, Rap 101 was pretty dope. I did write that down as a pretty noteworthy track. Just the fact of him kind of going over, I guess, a lesson in rapping. I don't know. It wasn't a super unique concept or anything, but at the same time, it wasn't done terribly. So I didn't mind it. But it was your kind of 90s. This was all recorded in the 90s, I assume?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it just sounded like your kind of DITC sort of shit, but just not to the same quality, I guess, as like DITC. Tellin', I would definitely agree, is probably my least favorite track off the record, and I don't know why you guys didn't mention this, but it just has that female vocal sample that's kind of used throughout the thing, like that R&B shit. It was no good. I didn't like it.
I just wanted to block that track out of my mind because that was just, that was just.
But yeah, it's only 6 tracks. Like, I like the length. I can get down with a fucking 6-track EP. That's no problem. But it's just it didn't really leave me anything to really impress me either. But if it's just unreleased material, then you can't really complain. It's for the fans that want that type of shit. You can't expect the unreleased shit to be as good as the released shit. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of felt bad that it was my introduction to them. It's like kind of unreleased shit, but.
Right. They do have better material. In case anyone's wondering, this isn't like their only project. They have a bunch of stuff which they put out from the mid-90s right up until, when was their last release? Like 2002, I want to say, something like that. So, yeah, 2002. I would definitely recommend checking out their earlier stuff. Definitely their first 12-inch, which was called... I believe it was actually called The Obvious Joint. Yep, it was The Obvious Joint. And also, the second track, this always made me laugh. Second track is called Ass and Benefits. But that was really dope. I really always enjoyed that one. Definitely a lot better than, in my opinion, a lot better than what we got here on this one. And, yeah, just also their second release, which is just, all 12-inch singles, by the way. These guys don't have an album, just all 12-inch singles and EPs. Their second release was just as good, if not better. I think even better than their first one. Yeah, definitely check out any of their 90s stuff, and you'll see it's definitely a lot better than this. The New York to Philly EP was really dope, in my opinion. Once again, that might be actually one of my favorite release from them, so just check them out. Their stuff's definitely online.
Yeah, definitely. Check for sure. And Alex, what EP did you want to talk about this week?
All right, I picked the Quasar and Bat Sauce EP called Stress Chasers. It's kind of funny, first off, that we all picked EPs for this week, but oh well, I like EPs, so that's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did a review for this, so you guys can check that out. I guess I'll leave it in the description if you're watching it on my channel. But I liked it. I thought it was a pretty solid EP. I don't think it's really stretching boundaries or anything for what kind of typical cats normally do. However, I found a lot of enjoyment out of it. My favorite tracks, I'd probably say, are Flying High. I like that it has kind of a boom bap beat for a little bit more of a boom bap beat. Really kind of funky flow and delivery throughout the entire EP from Quasar, and it sounded, I guess, proper. Rough Out There as well kind of reminded me of something that would be off of the J57 EP, which I really like, the Wax Aesthetic EP that came out in January, and I like that. My least favorite track is probably Daddy Smokes. I just found that it was a bit too kind of laid back, and for the most part, throughout the entire EP, I found that I really enjoyed the more kind of upbeat and kind of fast-paced stuff a lot more so than the kind of more laid back and melancholy oriented material off here. But I did like it. I thought that it's just kind of a smooth, chill, but at the same time really kind of funky and fresh EP from start to finish. And there's a lot of shit to actually like off here. It's not one of my favorite projects of the year, but I still ended up finding a lot of enjoyment out of the actual release. I like Pop Smurf as well. Actually, it was more upbeat, and it was one of my more favorable tracks. Love Lies, the first track off here, was a little bit more slow, and like I said, I definitely would prefer the more kind of fast-paced oriented stuff than the slow stuff. But overall, I definitely like this EP. I gave it I think I gave it a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10.
Nice.
I liked it.
Yeah, I guess I'll go next. I liked it too overall. I thought it was pretty decent. This was definitely my favorite EP out of the ones that we picked this. No, we didn't do a show last week, so this time
Last month.
This time around, I was gonna say So I like the beat on Love Lies, the accordion beat that they did there. I thought was pretty good. Pop Smurf was pretty good. I love he's got that really dense flow on that. The fucking rapping is fucking
a lot
crazy.
More fast-paced.
Really crazy on that. Flying High was probably my least favorite, just because I didn't care for the beat that much. I really didn't like that beat so much. Rough Out There, I thought that was great. The chorus was great. The sample or whatever they had for the chorus was great. I just like the song in general, just talking about growing up in Chicago and shit. That was cool. Reach was another one that I didn't really care for. That one I just didn't really like the chorus part on that track in particular, but the rest was alright. And Daddy Smoke I actually thought was pretty good. I thought that was a nice up-tempo beat. Nice flow. It was just dope. So I enjoyed this release. So overall, like I said, it was definitely my favorite. So good shit. But I've always been a fan of Quasar. So
I think that this EP actually reminded me a lot of the kind of Gift to Gab Next Logical Progression at times as well, from Black Alicia's kind of fame. It had a lot of similar characteristics to me, at least, especially on a track like kind of Pop Smurf and Reach.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I've never really compared those two. I've always thought they kind of always had a different sound. This guy but I guess I could see how you.
They definitely have a different sound. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I guess I could kind of see how you'd come to that conclusion. It doesn't sound the same, but it kind of has. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, so that's all I had. Go ahead, Jason.
You didn't like Flying High, Tom?
I did not like Flying High. I did not like the beat.
Okay. I thought that was one of the more fun tracks on here, but yeah, I mean, this thing, when I listened to it, it just flew by. I mean, there's only 6 songs, and they are pretty short songs as well. I mean, they're long enough to like them, but they're not too long, so you don't dislike them. But I enjoyed had a fun, playful nature to it. It's and it really broke up what I've been listening to over the last couple of months, just the constant hip hop releases, sounding pretty similar. This is a totally different direction, so definitely if somebody's looking for something a little different, maybe just to chill to, kick back, listen to, it's definitely a fun EP, and it's only $2.99 on iTunes, so definitely worth $2.99.
Yeah, it was really short too. You're right about that. It was like 14 minutes or something, or 15.
Yeah, the
songs
are 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. They aren't very long at all each song. So yeah, it's just because when it started playing over, it's shit, it's starting over already, and I didn't even, it's but yeah, I mean, it's I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. And the EP I selected this week was Sun God Redemption. And if anyone's not aware, Sun God, he's the son of Wu-Tang member Ghostface Killah, but he definitely doesn't sound like Ghostface at all. I thought he sort of sounded a little bit like Grief the Lost Cause, in his delivery. But I hadn't really paid any attention to Sun God coming up to this, and so it'd be cool to check out. So I didn't really know what to expect coming in, and basically the content of the EP, it's mostly street, drugs, death, all that type of fun stuff. And 8 of the tracks, there's 8 tracks on there. I thought pretty much all of them were enjoyable. I didn't really have really bad thing to say about anything of the tracks, really. But let me see, Rap Repo, that's the lead-off track. I really like that one, so that really got me into the album right off the top. I was like, shit, this is a pretty dope track. Had a really good beat. Liked all the rap references in there. And then it followed up with Vigilante. That features Big Pun's son, Chris Rivers, and ODB's son, YDB. And I was really liking that track as well. I thought Chris Rivers fucking killed it. I was liking Sun God's verse, but then YDB comes in, and his verse itself wasn't that bad, but it's just all the fucking noises and underneath his vocals there's all these he's and then he has this speech at the end well, you didn't think we're gonna be here. It's oh man, it's how hard are you trying to reap everything you possibly can from what your father did? It's like Sun God and Chris Rivers, like they don't do that shit. It's like, but YDB, the young dirty bastard, like he's just, man, it's just bullshit to me. I just can't stand the stuff when he does like that, and he even has like the same hairdo as his dad. It's like, come on, man. But yeah, other than that though, yeah, man, it's just pissing me off. But How I'm Living, that was a slower track. I really like that one. That's probably one of my favorites on there. And the one he had with Tragedy Lifestyles, that was a really good track as well. So yeah, man, I enjoyed this shit. It's like I thought it was pretty damn good. I was pretty impressed with him.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
All right. I really liked this EP. It was one of my favorite projects of February. It was released in. It was in February because it was in my top 5 of February. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this EP from start to finish. I thought this was probably one of the better Wu-Tang projects that we've gotten in recent memory. Probably right up there with 12, or not up there in quality level, but like since I guess 12 Reasons to Die, and even before then, I don't really think of very many really solid Wu-Tang projects that have came out, maybe only built for Cuban Links 2. Like, we've been kind of getting a lot of really kind of subpar and shitty material. But this EP was really, really solid. I liked his flow. I liked his delivery. This is my first experience really diving into Sun God as an MC. I've heard him on a couple, like, feature material and whatnot, but I really haven't checked out a full-length project by the dude. But I liked him. I liked the imagery. It was very, very vivid imagery, and he was able to really paint that kind of scenario of street life and the hustle and gang kind of mentality and whatnot. He was able to do it very, very well, and I liked the concept tracks. I thought they were able to be conveyed well. I thought the production off them were very kind of fitted and just suited the concept at hand. And honestly, I liked all the features as well. I really liked Tragedy Gaddafi's verse off Lifestyles, one of my favorite tracks off the record. But it just probably one of my favorite tracks, or one of my favorite verses of 2014 so far, comes from Tragedy Gaddafi. Like you said, Rap Repo was fantastic. I liked all the kind of rapper references in there. Vigilante, I love the instrumental. It was very much more aggressive than the rest of the EP, and just in tone wise. And I love Chris Rivers. YDP, yeah, kind of a laughable performance. But at the same time, I would probably say it's the best YDB verse that I've heard. He was off of the fucking Willie the Kid album, which that fucking retarded Canadian racehorse fucking shit. And it was like, I don't know, I couldn't stand the YDB verse off of there. And then I heard this track that he did also with the son of Eazy-E, the son of Big Pun, Chris Rivers, and then the son of ODB, like YDB, and he sounded so fucking shitty off there too. He's just not. I don't think he should be rapping at all. I will say though that he had at least some humor, at least a little bit of entertainment off of this feature. Again, it's probably my favorite track that I've heard him spit on. But it's still nothing that's really worthy of checking out. But the rest of the track was actually pretty dope. I liked it. Black on Black was great. How I'm Living was great. Fully Addicted, like that whole kind of middle section, I just thought that they were a little bit more kind of personal tracks. Maybe not super personal, but they were definitely a little bit more kind of emotional, heavy tracks. And I liked it. I like this entire EP. I really have no complaints. The only feature really that I'm not too familiar with here is YZ. Just not really sure who he is, or I kind of want to hear more from the dude. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I did do a review on this album as well, or this EP as well, so you guys can check that out.
Yeah, I didn't like this at all. I thought this was pretty bad.
Fuck you.
Is there like a rule that every rapper's son has to be a rapper themselves? Did I miss that somewhere?
That's definitely a rule.
Because if so, then I want to go kill myself and be resurrected as a son of a rapper, so I can make money off fucking bullshit too.
Is your father a rapper?
No, that's why I'm saying I want to kill myself and be resurrected as the son of a rapper. Unfortunately, my dad is not a rapper, but
rapper.
I mean, that's an obvious rule, Tom. I mean, so that's a violation not to know that rule.
I know. I apparently I missed that somewhere along the line, but so let me just get into this atrocity of an EP.
Oh, atrocity!
I'm just kidding. It really wasn't that bad, but I really didn't. It wasn't an atrocity. I just didn't. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it that much. Rap Repo was pretty good, I gotta say. It started out good, and then it just disappointed me kind of from there. Vigilante, man. Okay, Chris Rivers was tolerable, and the other guy, Sun God, tolerable. YDB, no. That's all I'm gonna say. He's got such hot bars in here as I ain't gotta pop E's. I'm always feeling myself. Now, I'm pretty sure YDB said that. I wrote it down. I don't know who said it because I listened to this so damn long ago. Another hot bar was, only reason you higher than me, you chain smoke. Really? This is fucking hot bars. Oh, man. We mythological beat giants. We ain't no myth, though. Wow. This is some fucking hot-ass rap. Let's see. Fully Addicted. That chorus was fucking terrible. And then just the fucking guns, fucking drugs. Yeah, okay. How I'm Living. Beat was alright on that. It was a decent track. Then their interlude. The Lifestyles with Tragedy Gaddafi was probably my favorite track. What came after that? What You Want with YZ. No. Another no track. And then The Moment. Another quotable. Been living a long time. Since dinosaurs and shit.
Come on, man. Like, what do you want here? Like, Jesus.
I want good rapping. Okay? You're the son of Ghostface Killah and Big Pun. I want good rapping. I don't expect much from YDB. I expect decent rapping from these other guys. This was just a disappointment. I was expecting more from this. I'm sorry. Not for me. I just had to go in because this shit just made me upset. Your fathers are fucking legends, and if you're not a decent rapper, then don't rap. You had like 2 decent tracks in this fucking EP, at best. And Tragedy Gaddafi was on one of them. That's the only reason why it was good.
Jeez, Tom, I'm feeling bad for Sun God. I mean, you're just killing the guy here. Holy fuck.
I mean, he doesn't care what the fuck I think. I'm just a fucking dumb white boy from Connecticut. Why the fuck does he care what I think? But he didn't even know who the fuck I am, and I didn't even know who the fuck he was before. I didn't even know that he was, that he had a rap career before this EP. But I kind of disappointed I find out because this, I don't know. I'm feeling it. Sorry.
Yeah, hey man.
So send all your hate mail to fxp420@gmail.com. I love hate mail. fxp420@gmail.com.
I
love hate mail. Send it all. Tell me how white I am. I don't know about hip hop. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I know.
Wait a second. Wait, you're white?
I know. It's kind of hard to muster and I was surprised when I first found out myself, but. Hey, man. I guess it happens.
I don't know. Jeez. I thought it was pretty decent, but, man, I didn't expect just a trashing like that.
Yeah. The best thing I could say about this EP is that it exists. Other than that... No, it's not that bad. But it really wasn't great. Like I said, I only liked 2 out of the, 6... How many tracks are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, so when I was taking notes on some of the tracks, I just wrote down no. Just no. And I just moved on to the next track. That's it.
No.
That's so good.
Like, doesn't even deserve anything.
I gotta get away with these bars. I ain't gotta pop E's. I'm always feeling myself.
I should do that in a review. Just say no. It'll be like a 3-second review.
Just say no, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Peace.
Yeah, the whole welcome to the Underground Vault. My name is Alex. Today I'm going to be reviewing this album by this person. No. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Peace.
I think that would work fantastic. I mean, I could have just said that with this one, and you guys would have known what I meant. You guys would have got it.
Well, Alex and I say yes.
Yeah, you guys say yes. I don't know shit about hip hop, so don't. I listen to fucking Anticon.
Majority vote.
Don't fucking listen to my opinion.
Man, like I've been listening to Anticon shit for years.
Yeah, I know. I was kidding about that, but I know a lot of fucking people that listen to hip hop say that's not real hip hop because they don't sell drugs. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, there's those people as well, but
I know.
Everybody has their own edition in what they think hip-hop is. But
the only reason I use that example is because I've actually had someone say that to me before.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't surprise me.
they were completely serious too. So I stopped caring what people thought a long time ago after fucking hearing that shit. So yeah, not for me. Sorry. People
That's cool.
should probably like this. I mean, he's just talking about fucking guns and drugs and whatever else. Probably fucking some bitches somewhere in there. I might have missed it. I mean, he's obviously been around since the dinosaurs and shit, so he's been around for a long time. I don't see how.
I don't think there's any fucking bitches on there. I didn't hear that.
No,
myself.
I know there isn't. There's no really bitches tracks. Wait, what about What about Oh no, that was a different EP. Sorry, that was another terrible EP that I was listening to recently. That was the Brother Lynch Hung. I was fucking listening to that.
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was fucking.
That was really bad. That was worse than this. You gotta fucking admit that was worse.
That was worse. That was definitely worse than this. Oh yeah, this is actually. I could actually listen to this and fucking not want to turn it off halfway through. I can make it through this once, maybe twice again. That one no. That one just I can't. I wouldn't even say no. I would just say N. I'll just get an N to that one. Can't even make it
Reduced
to
to
the
one letter. That's it. That's all you're getting.
Just one letter. Have you heard that Brother Lynch Hung, the Gas Station 2, The Lost Files, Jason?
No, I don't listen
Don't.
to Brother Lynch Hung.
Yeah,
Don't.
it features a guy called Raz Kaz, but it's not the real Raz Kaz. It's a bootleg. It's a bootleg
Are
Raz
you
Kaz.
serious?
Yeah.
He spells his name with 2 Z's. No, 4 Z's.
Holy shit.
4 Z's.
He spells his name with 4 Z's. Yeah, it's that
What
bad. It's 4Z bad.
What the
Okay.
fuck? How do you even do shit like that? I mean, come on.
Okay, hold on. I got some more quality quotes here. Ready? So,
Communist fucking quotes.
hold on. What do I got here? Okay. I heat niggers up like leftovers. I make you hot like a heat stroke. It go. Money, money. Water, water. Bloody, bloody. Daughter, daughter. Hoodie, hoodie. Slaughter, slaughter. Hoodie, bloody, ice, parlor. I can kill that cake if you need. It is not a problem. That's an actual line.
Yeah, I wrote that one down as well. I was trying to look for it as you were quoting fucking Brother Lynch Hung shit. Fucking bloody, daughter. Holy shit, that fucking had me roaring. That was right at the very start of the EP too.
Yeah, that was.
That's what you got from it. It was no good.
Now,
Are you
compared
guys
to.
fans of Brother Lynch Hung, like, typically, or is...
I like the last album, Man of Elector. And actually, I kind of like this whole Coat Hanger Strangler series thing that he did. Did in a movie, Coat Hanger Strangler, and this Man of Elector.
I'm not.
Gas Station thing was fucking bad, though. It's just unreleased tracks, like it was compilation material.
Now, compared to this, Sun God is decent.
Sun God is a god.
Is a god compared to fucking Brother Lynch Hung over here.
Well, I might actually put down the full no for Brother Lynch Hung because I thought Sun God was pretty good, so, I mean,
Yeah,
might be able to put down the full no for him.
definitely. I think he deserves like a capital N, capital O.
Well, I'm going to check that out now just for entertainment's sake.
You might enjoy it. It might be hilarious to you.
You should check out this album by, what was it? What was the... I sent you guys the video. It was Prince Metropolis... what was his last name? Prince Metropolis Known or something.
I don't know.
But it was, yeah, Prince Metropolis Known. It was the guy that was fucking spitting that, what was it, fucking Rape the Pope in front of Hot 97 studios.
Oh, yes, yeah, that, yeah.
It was so priceless.
What was that dude's name?
I think I
Prince
missed
Metropolis Known.
that. I think I missed that. How did I not hear about it? When was this? Recently?
Yeah, and he was hitting me up on Twitter, and he was like, "You got to review this album that I just put out." And I checked him out because he was on fucking Juan Epstein on fucking Hot 97 with Peter Rosenberg and Cypher Sounds.
Yeah.
And he was in front of the fucking studio yelling with the fucking boombox playing in front of like kids and their moms and shit, like little kids, like Rape the Pope and like bitches love anal and shit. Like it was so...
Yeah, like people are walking by and they're like, you're in the background just standing there like, whoa, 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 whoa. Trying to tell him to shut up as their kids walking by.
Rosenberg was like holding his mouth, like he couldn't. He was like had his head down in shame and shit. Like he couldn't fucking look at the guy. It was so good. The guy had like no teeth and shit, and he was just spitting the most like obscenity shit. But he just put out this album, and I gotta say the album is actually pretty entertaining. Like it's entertaining on more of a level than just like ridiculous bars. Like there's ridiculous fucking bars in here. Like the entire EP, the entire LP is just dumb ridiculous. But the production is actually pretty dope. You have Cool Keith off there. He says he's a member of Ultramagnetic MCs, but you can't really find any more references than that, other than he's done a couple tracks with Cool Keith. And he sounds very similar to Cool Keith.
What's his name?
Prince Metropolis Known.
Is this video still online about rapping in front of?
Oh yeah, it's years old. Like
just put in "Rape the Pope" and it'll come up.
Does it come up with "Rape the Pope"?
Yeah.
Rape the Pope.
Oh yeah, "Rape the Pope." Prince Metropolis Known.
I get Catholic priest, sex abuse, rape of underage children.
Scroll down a bit.
Down, just until you'll see him there, and it's
Pope, rape the Pope, Prince Metropolis. No, there it is. Got it.
It's so good. If you guys ever get a chance to check out this video, we'll leave it in the description because you guys got to check this out. This shit is fucking priceless.
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn funny.
And he has a couple on there as well, like this Rape the Pope one. We'll leave the full one, and he plays like 3-4 tracks. We'll leave that one in the description, but it's pretty priceless. Besides that, though, before we actually get off of here, what else have you guys been listening to lately? We did that the last couple podcasts. So.
I've been listening to Lord Finesse, Return of the Funky Man. I finally got the reissue. It came out. When did it come out? Like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, but I just got it last week, so yeah. I had that on cassette for years, but finally got the CD, so I'm happy with that. Other than that, I've not listened to a whole lot of hip-hop lately. Just listening to more different shit like Black Sabbath and a whole bunch of rock and stoner, doom metal, and all kinds of crazy shit. But yeah, Lord Finesse last week, definitely listened to him all the time.
Nice.
I was listening to a lot of punk rock lately, which is actually kind of odd for me, but not that it's a genre which I generally dislike. It's just I don't generally get outside of hip-hop, especially as of late. But yeah, a lot of fucking like Rancid, Rise Against, Dead Kennedys, even like Offspring and Green Day and whatnot too. I don't know, just whatever was kind of playing on Sirius XM. But I was kind of flipping through the punk channels for the most part last couple weeks. But besides that, NBS album, I got an advance of that, so I've been bumping that last day or so. That's pretty dope. I'll be doing a review for it. Hopefully the review should be up before the release date of the album. The Nemesis compilation. Nemesis, producer. He's done a bunch of joints for random people, but Armageddon from Terror Squad. Armageddon's from Terror Squad, right?
Yeah.
It's the group that he's part of.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know if he's actually. I know he's affiliated with them. I believe he's actually part of it. Yeah, I believe he is.
Okay, I thought so. Copyright, Born Unique, DJ Absurd. I don't know. There was a bunch of people that were off of this, but it's basically just tracks they released over the last couple of years. I've been bumping that a bit. Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, the Pinata joint. I've been listening to that now since yesterday. It's I don't know. It was better than I expected it to be. I'm not a huge Freddie Gibbs fan, so I wasn't expecting this at all to be anything even tolerable. But it actually was. It was pretty dope. I'll be doing a review on it though for kind of full details, but it was pretty solid. I did like it. And then the Utopian Blues, the Elronius and Tubers. I know that's been out for like a month, but I still haven't done a review on it, and I need to get it done. And about every day, I think that I should probably review that and record the review, but I have to re-listen to it again, and then for some reason I don't actually record it, so I listen to it probably about once a day in hopes to record that review.
So you should know the album pretty well then, or the EP I should say.
I do. I've taken my notes a few different times.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. You should definitely review it, because I picked it up actually for my update coming up here next week. I think I'm going to do so. Yeah,
is there physical copies of it?
Yep, there is. They have them on Access Hip Hop, and that's where I got mine. I don't know where else they have them, but I know they have them there. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead. Yeah.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say what I was listening to. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Mainly, I've been listening to a lot of jazz actually recently, because I picked up a nice jazz set here. It seems like someone sold a bunch of their jazz, so just a bunch of John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Alice Coltrane, bunch of free jazz, Thelonious Monk. For hip hop, out of Dr. Beckett, 'cause I picked up some Dr. Beckett stuff. As you guys know, I'm a huge Dr. Beckett fan, obviously. Other than that, I picked up a nice lot of hip hop for pretty damn cheap. Some Showbiz and AG, Lord Finesse compilation, which I was listening to. Brother J from X Clan, Paris. What else we got in here? A bunch of random shit. Narcotics, Educated Consumers, The Chamber, which is a really dope group from Chicago, I believe. Really slept on. Check them out, The Chamber. Or it's Chamber, CHAMBA. Yeah, that's basically it. And for new stuff, I've been listening to, like Alex just mentioned, Elronius and Tubers. Rifleman, Street Symphonies, pretty dope. White Mike from Board Stiff, as is. His new project was pretty dope. The Grouch and Eli was kind of underwhelming, unfortunately, but I thought it was still pretty decent. Parts of it, it shouldn't have been three albums long, in my opinion. They could have cut that down by a lot.
How did you like that Krayshawn track?
I didn't. It was quite terrible. I'm gonna go with a no on that one.
Hella fresh. If you don't know G&E from the West.
Doesn't make me want to holla at all. No holla on that one.
I think it was just hella, like the fucking South Park episode.
Yeah, it was hella, but it reminded me of the fucking doppelgangers. Holla. And Jason said that fucking whenever we were talking about it. That's where
you're a bit quiet, by the way, Tom.
What's that?
You're a bit quiet.
Yeah, I think that's because my wire is falling out of my microphone. I'm trying to fucking hold it in with my hand. Hold on a second. Okay, I can't do shit about that. I need a new microphone. Yeah,
you gotta hire somebody to hold that shit for you.
Hold the wire into my microphone?
Yeah.
Hopefully, with all this fat fucking cash that I'm making now, all these fat stacks, I'll be able to do that. I could fucking just get a fucking wire holder for my microphone, or I could just buy a new microphone. But that costs too much money. I don't have money for all that now. Yeah, so that's all I had. You guys got anything else?
No, that's basically it. I'm trying to pump out as much content as possible on the channel, so I've been listening to a lot of shit, but usually only a couple times.
Yeah,
and
man.
A lot of it's kind of mediocre.
Videos are coming out 50 videos a day.
Yeah, you're fucking popping them out like fucking Mormons pop out kids. It's fucking crazy, dude. Damn.
That's an awesome quote. Oh shit! One more album that I fucking have been listening to a lot lately, which I don't think is really getting nearly enough shine. The Anti-Lily and Phonics album called "Stories from the Brass Section." This really jazzy oriented album. I just posted my review for that today, but it's really really solid. I don't think a lot of people are really going to be checking up on it, but it's a really nice kind of mellow music group. Inspired release, or a very similar sounding release to a mellow music group project, specifically an Odyssey album. He reminds me a little bit of Kendrick Lamar as well, with production that's kind of fitting to a Pete Rock and Ciela Smooth or old Tribe stuff, like Q-Tip production. It's really really solid though. A lot of kind of throwback hip hop references and whatnot, like the AZ, the visualize and the realism of life and actuality line was. He kind of referenced on there. 93 Till Infinity, he kind of paid homage to that on one of the tracks called 14 Till. We had fucking Nas One Mic as well, was referenced a couple times. It was some pretty cool throwback hip hop though. It was good. Really good release.
Holy shit. I just found a video of turtles fucking. You guys gotta fucking...
Did you get that from the Rape the Pope?
Have you guys ever heard turtles fuck? They sound just like fucking humans. Holy shit, this can't be real. Hold on, I'll link
it. It must just be dubbed, Tom. There's no fucking way. I've never heard a turtle talk.
I think this show is over.
I think this show is over.
I'll link you guys. Hold on. I'll link you guys. This is fucking phenomenal.
All right, so we're gonna have to put this in the description of the video, I guess, now as well.
Yeah, thank you everyone for listening. We'll hopefully, we want to do the show. Actually, we're probably going to be doing it every 2 weeks instead of every week now, since every week we kind of agreed wasn't enough time to listen to all 3 albums in depth. And
Did we agree on that?
I think we did. I thought we agreed on that. Did we not?
Yeah, man, Alex could listen to all 3 and do a review on them in like half a day.
I guess he could. I mean, I can't.
I don't know. That's fine by me. If we want to do this every other week, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Did we not agree on that? I mean, I thought we fucking talked about it last week?
I don't know. I don't think I was part of the conversation.
Yeah, I don't know if Alex was there or not, but I said
I
I
probably wasn't.
Well, it wasn't like we didn't talk about it, like over fucking voice. We were talking in the chat. And you were definitely there, because I remember you saying okay. I could fucking scroll back up and find it.
Okay. I'm okay with it. Maybe I was high or something. I don't know.
You don't even smoke.
Nope.
I unlike it.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, so anyway, that's the deal, guys. We want to do it every other week. Just because reasons.
And unfortunately, it looks like Moods isn't going to be joining us. He doesn't like us. He doesn't talk to us anymore. So
supposedly the word on the street is he doesn't like black people, and I think the fact that I just said that on the podcast is going to get me in some shit.
I mean, if that's the word on the street, I hope it's not a fucking New York street, because they're not going to be happy with him. No, I'm just kidding. We love you, Moods. We know you like black people. It's just those fucking Mexicans you hate. We know. I don't think...
touching that.
I think Moods is just
I'm
fucking...
not touching that.
Moods is just fucking busy with his fucking... What, so you guys can make jokes about black people but not Mexicans? You fucking racists.
I didn't say shit about any race. Just to put that out there.
Jason didn't make fun of black people. I said Moods doesn't like them.
That's not making fun of black people?
Nope. That's just saying that someone that I know does not like them.
And how is that different from saying he doesn't like Mexicans?
Oh, I'm fine with saying Moods doesn't like Mexicans. I just don't think that's the case.
None of this is gonna... So you think he loves Mexicans, it's just black people he doesn't like?
I don't know his favoritism towards Mexicans.
So are you saying that you'd sleep with a Mexican if you had the chance?
Probably.
I'm half Mexican.
Okay, I'll take that into note.
Let's get back to Turtles fucking, because this is going down the wrong road here. We're going to have Moods throwing down a lawsuit on us here in a second.
Yeah, this is going to be fucking cut off anyway. He's not going to hear any of this shit.
We have to include it into the podcast. We haven't even fucking done our outro, if we have one.
We'll just cut it and fucking... I thought that was the outro we just said. We're going to fucking do the show every 2 weeks, and I'm just going to cut it after that.
Just cut it? Like, we're going to do the show after 2 weeks? Done?
Well, you wanted me to fuck up somewhere on the show. That's going to be my fuck up. I'm just going to cut it right after
Well, they don't even know that you're editing it.
I mean, I can, unless you really want to edit it. I got to fucking... I still don't have the...
All right, we have to leave this in now. This is pretty good comedy. So, anyway, thanks for listening, guys. We'll hopefully be back within the next week or 2 weeks, whatever we decide. You're at our mercy, basically.
Subscribe to all of our channels. Links in the description.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. You'll hear us in a couple weeks. I always fuck that up.
All right. Peace.
Peace.